Okay. Just testing sound. Just testing sound. That sounds clear. That sounds clear. Morning, Dar. How are you? Is it finally getting warmer by you? I think we're finally going to get up into the 50s today. It was so cold this weekend and yesterday. I'll wait a few minutes to start for people to come in. Morning, Eileen. Oh, it's windy out. I haven't been out yet. Doesn't look too bad here yet. Hey, Teresa. Oh, Teresa, I got your package yesterday. Hi, Kim. I'll have to go up and get it and show it. Thank you so much. The linen is beautiful and the floss, perfect colors. So I'm going to add that into my accordion journal. It'll look nice, and I think I might try a little bit of embroidery again. I haven't done it in years. Okay. Let me just straighten up a little bit. Oh, I forgot to show everybody the other day. I was so excited to get Debbie's bunny painting. She put in some of her art cards, which are cute, which are nice. This one's got some shimmer to it. Hey, Lori. So yeah, I'll put these out. These are Debbie's art cards she did. They're like little tiles. Okay, let's see who's here. Okay, let me run up and get Teresa's stuff so I can show that. And get my Diet Coke, and I'll be all set to go. Well, kind of all set to go. What? Are you going to sing this morning? Good boy. Good boy. Tina isn't streaming. Who's Tina? I can stream all day. What, you guys need a nap later or something? Who's Tina? Oh, Tina is Lena and Drag. Oh, of course she is. Sorry. Hey, Brenda, are you on spring break this week? Okay. Yay, Brenda. Hopefully you've got a good week to be off. Let's see who's here. Hi, Jillian. I said hi to Brenda. I think I got anybody else? Anybody I missed? So I'm actually ready to go early this morning. I was up early. I watched Mary, the Mary LTA, cleaned my kitchen, did a couple loads of wash, took a shower. So yeah. Okay, Lori. What time did I get up? It's 7. I didn't get up that early. I got up and wasn't tired, so I just thought, oh, I'll turn on the computer and just started doing stuff. For work, Lori? Oh, I bet it felt good, Brenda. What time do you usually get up? Oh, Brenda, if you're interested, I went to the Scrappy Chic on Sunday. Oh, you get up at 5? That's when my husband gets up. I tried doing that for a while. I could not. If I get up at 5, I have to take a nap in the afternoon. So I'm better off sleeping till 7 and getting up and staying up all day. You got up at 8? Okay. Oh, Lori, that's too bad. So just after 2 o'clock, you don't get any good sleep? So anyway, Brenda, I went to the Scrappy Chic on Sunday and went to their art journal club. And it was good. They had it's just a bunch of people. They bring their art journal stuff. They do a demo, and then people just sit. There's 3 hours of art journal time. So, and you get a 10% discount if you buy anything. So that was kind of fun. But there were probably, I'd say there were about a dozen people there. And then I'm going to a jelly print class on April 10th, which is a Wednesday night. The cat, oh. Well, see, that's a good thing. My husband feeds the dog when he gets up. So he comes back up and goes back to sleep with me. Okay, let me do the beginning and we can get started. Welcome to Hangout and Art in the Morning. This is a live stream with live chat. It's just me working on some art projects, chatting with some friends, hopefully getting some good ideas and inspiration. So feel free to ask questions and art along. If I don't see your question, somebody in chat will be happy to answer them for you. And I think there is somebody new here, Cheryl, who was at Mary's this morning, said she was going to stop in, and she left me a note and said she had just gotten some mulberry paper. So okay, Brenda is off this week for spring break. Oh, you're going to go to Starbucks and paint sketches in your journal. Oh, that'll be fun. Oh, that's a good idea. I know. Now that the weather's nicer, I want to try to get I want to try and sit outside. What time do I get my mail today? My mail comes, it could come anytime, depending on what it is. If it's a package, I might get it while I'm streaming. USPS, sometimes in the afternoon, sometimes early evening, sometimes early morning. So I'll be, I always check because we get packages. We do most of our shopping online because my husband doesn't have time. He doesn't like to shop and doesn't have time to do it. So we just shop on Amazon mostly. Oh my God, Eileen, I'm afraid to open it. Colleen got one too, right? Oh, you're going to an acrylic pour class tomorrow? That would be fun. Who's teaching it, Brenda? Should I be scared, Eileen? Eileen sent Colleen and I a package in the mail. If I get it, we'll see if it comes. Well, if anybody comes to the door, be very scared. Uh-oh. Hey, Janet, morning. If anybody brings anything to the door, Jack will bark. But then I could be having guys come and mow the lawn too. So if he does bark, don't get too excited. Okay, okay, Brenda, I'll have to look. It seems like now all of a sudden there are a few art shows in the area. There's one at the Suburban Collection in Novi this weekend, but I'm not going to be here. I wonder if it's the same people that are in Kalamazoo during the week. I know. I don't think it's coming from her house, though, Janet. I thought she saved all her trash just for you. Okay, so is Colleen here yet? Because she wanted me to work on she wanted me to work on the page I did on Sunday. Let's see. Let me clear some of this. Okay, so this is one of the, here, these were, I just wanted to show everybody. I was so excited when I got my bunny the other day. These were art cards that Debbie sent me. Her tiles that she makes. So I just wanted to show those. Those came from Debbie. Oh, good, Brenda. I know. I saw this quote. I was looking at the page and I thought, you know what? This needs a quote. And I just looked under, what did I Google? Mindful quotes or something. This is the first one that just caught my eye. It's simple and it's just a good reminder for everybody. But anyway, this is what I worked on Sunday when I went to the art group. They did, they said, oh, we're going to work with watercolor, but they were doing watercolor with acrylic paints. Hey, Dorothy, good afternoon for you. Which was just, I think, something we've all done was we just, you know, put some acrylic paint down and if I'm like stuttering, it's because I'm looking at chat and trying to talk. I'm still trying to get used to that. But anyway, oh, what was I saying? So acrylic, just putting water and watering down your acrylic paint. And then she just showed us some colors to use for faces. And then she actually did hers. She used a stamp and a big tag. But they didn't have any face stamps that I really wanted to buy. So they did have tissue paper. So I bought the tissue paper and just used, actually, what did I use? I used gel matte medium to put it on. I'm going to try it today with just regular matte medium. Okay, Brenda always adds a little acrylic or color pencil to watercolor. Yeah. I'm getting to like watercolor better now that I'm learning more how to use it. When I first started, I just tried painting with watercolor like you would acrylic paint, and that didn't work out so well. But I'm mixed media. I like everything. I know let me show you the tissue paper. I think I got 10 sheets. Okay, I bought that stamp. I'm going to use that today. Do I need it? You know what? I would get the tissue if I didn't want to spend the money on the stamps. If I didn't think I was going to use the face stamps a lot, which I don't know how much I would use them, I would buy the tissue paper. I'd buy the tissue paper or a face stencil. But if you're going to use the stamps a lot, get the stamps. Oh, Dorothy's got a journal. I joined the club. Hi, Jan. It's $25 a year for membership just to cover some supplies and stuff like that. But you also get a free Diane Reevesley journal. You get to pick out the one you want. So this is actually, I think, the same size as so much junk over here. This is the same size journal as this one, but it just opens landscape wise. So you can either do individual pages or like a really long landscape. Morning, Safia. So I thought I would do one of these today. And here's the Here's the tissue paper. You get 10 tissue paper. You get them with a black outline, and then you also get them with a white outline. So I think today I'm going to try one of each, one with the black and one with the white, and I'm going to do the white one on black paper and see how well it shows up. But okay, so here's 2. See, these are perfect for me because I haven't done many faces. I want to work on faces. Oh, I guess that one's the same. Huh. That's the same. And then here's this one. I might have gotten 15. I think I got some doubles of some, which is nice. Here's the one I did. That's this one. Oh, I'm glad she's better, Safia. Tell her we all send our love and support. And then you get 4 smaller ones. That's hard for anybody to go through, especially a kid, you know. But you know what? Just tell her to hang in there. It'll go by fast. It'll all be behind her, and she'll just feel so much better. Okay, so yeah, so this is kind of fun. You get 4 smaller ones, and then 4 of the larger ones, 1 in black, 1 in white. Okay, so let's do, all right, so let me do another one. I'm thinking maybe the way this journal's laid out, I might do like how I did this page. It's not going to be all faces, but I think maybe I'll do some kind of quote on each page. Maybe this can be my quote book or something. So why don't I kind of go with that theme, but I am going to do another face today. Let's do her because she'll be on the other side. It adhered pretty good. It didn't get too wrinkly, and it stayed down. I just had to add a little bit more matte medium on the edges. But so why don't we do this face? And then I'm going to get, I want to find this one in white. Okay. Okay, you end up with more than 10 because these pieces of paper stick together, so that's nice. So you get at least 10, up to 15. Oh no, my mistake, 20. So that's not bad, 20 faces for $6. So you get 2 of each design. Hey, Journey. Oh, I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad you stopped by. Okay, so I'll put that to the side. Let me get these out of here. Okay, Jan, that sounds good. Jan's doing some paper organizing. Let me get some paper towels out because I know I'll need those. All right, hold on a minute. I just want to check this. I want to get to my screen over here too to make sure everything's going good. Oops. Okay, all right. So make sure everybody focuses in on their settings. I have a bad habit of not doing that. I couldn't figure out why my other screen was blurry, but I just had to fix it. So, and let me know if the sound goes wonky again too. Okay, so I know that's what mine was at, 144. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, put it to 720 or 1080. I should be streaming at 1080. And so far, knock on wood, my speed's been up pretty high too since we got everything fixed. Yeah, everybody, if you're blurry, check your settings and put it to 720. Okay, yours says auto 1080. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand how the whole thing works. I do know that my camera streams runs at 1080. Morning, Joan. Hi, Kay Moore. Okay, so on Sunday, I used this Dina Wakley soft gel matte medium, which I kind of liked. I'd never used it before, but I didn't bring any matte medium with me, so I thought I'd try it. And it left like a really thin, smooth finish. The only thing, some of the watery acrylic did bead up. So I had to put it on a couple times if I tried to dab it. But so I'm just going to try the regular Golden's matte medium and see if it's a different consistency for painting. So, but I like this Dina Wakley gel medium. So. Okay. So we'll see how that works. Let me get some deli paper to put underneath there. That was the only thing. It was hard to go somewhere to Art Journal because I didn't know what to take. It was my first time there. And I didn't want to take a ton of stuff, but I wanted to make sure I had enough. So there's a lot of stuff I forgot. They do have some supplies there, but not a ton. All right. So I just, here's how I do this. I just put my matte medium on the page and brush it on. After I do this, I'm going to show my Happy Mail from Teresa and add some of the linen cloth she sent me to my Wunderlist page. I think I need 2 more pages onto that. Okay, and then I did, where did I get that face? It is the Dina Wakley tissue paper. I got it at my scrapbook store this weekend because I didn't want to, I didn't really want to buy a whole face stamp to do the project because I don't do faces that much. I wouldn't have the need for the same face so many times. So I thought, well, I think I'll get the tissue paper and then do the technique on that. And it worked out pretty good. So I put a little bit of matte medium on the back of the tissue. And then I just smooth it out. It does leave a few wrinkles, but I don't mind that. It kind of gives the finished piece some character. I can't find it on Amazon, so I will have to pursue Etsy. Hi, Debbie. You can't find the tissue paper? I wonder, you know what? We could check out Zandra's store. Check out Zandra's, if somebody wants to post Zandra's store, I'm wondering if she might have it because she carries some of the tissue papers. I don't know if she has Dina Wakley. I know she does Jane Davenport. Yeah, just make sure it's all stuck down on the edges so they don't pop up. So yeah, this is it. And then I just trimmed, I'll let it dry, and then I trimmed around the edges, and that's it. You don't remember seeing it at Z's? Okay. Check Ranger maybe. Let me put some water in that so I don't get my brushes all gunky. Okay, so for anybody that's new, this isn't a class or anything. It's not a tutorial. I'm self-taught mixed media artist. It's just me hanging out, doing art with some of my friends. So feel free to art along, ask questions, just join in or just watch. They have the tissue paper on Amazon. Okay, Kmore found the tissue on Amazon. Journey found it on Etsy. Yeah, if anybody, hey, Janet, are you here? It's not on Prime, though. You want to post the link anyway, Eileen? Since Eileen's the only one here, can I put you on as a mod? Okay, thank you. Just so I think when there's only one mod, you need to have at least 2 mods so nobody gets overwhelmed here. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Yeah, Colleen's usually here. She might still be sleeping if she was up. I wonder if she was up arting last night. Okay, so it's $475, $409. That brings it up to about $9, and I paid $6 for mine. So with shipping, that's not too bad. Oh, she was downloading videos all night. Oh, for the classes that you guys took. Okay, I'm going to dry this so we can get moving on to the next step. Go for it, Janet. Yeah, I agree, Sophia. Probably that Spellman would use for sure. Yeah, we like to live dangerous here. Oh yeah, more like Private Benjamin, Janet. You can use gesso to adhere 2 pieces of fabric to make a journal cover. Does it stick? I know some people use gesso to make things stick, but I've never had good luck with gesso sticking. Huh. I would use my Xyron machine if it would fit through it to make 2 pieces of fabric stick. And then it wouldn't be lumpy. Okay, so this is dry. All right, I'll leave this here. Yeah, try it and see how it works, Eileen. I'm curious. I just didn't know gesso would make stuff stick. I would be afraid when it dried it would just pull apart. Yeah, which class is it, Eileen? Okay, so I did get, what did I get? let's use these. So since we were working with Dina Wakley stuff, I did get a few of her paints to try. Since I didn't have any of her paints yet, and I have been wanting to try the ones in the little bottles. And the teacher had given us, showed us good colors to use for faces. So I'll show you what she did. I need to get some buff. Let me go get my Liquitex buff because I didn't have that. I couldn't buy that. All right, I'll put my paints up. Hey, Judy, good morning. You're up early. Okay, Eileen has, where did you learn this? Okay, I went to my local scrapbook store on Sunday, CB. Hey, Darla. I went to my local scrapbook store on Sunday. They have an art journaling group, which I've never been able to go to because I'm usually traveling for hockey. They meet last Sunday of every month. And the instructor, they do a demo of something. They demonstrate a technique. And she actually was using the stamps on a tag. I didn't want to buy a stamp, so I saw the tissue paper. So I put it on with some gel medium and did the technique in a journal. And the journal, the group is $25 to sign up for a year. And you get to pick out a Diane Reevesley journal. So you're basically paying for getting a journal. So, but she said she was going to work with watercolor, making acrylics into watercolor, which is basically, I think we've all kind of done this with just adding waters to our acrylics and making them runny. Now, what she used, and it turned out pretty good, was this Dina Wakley blushing color and mixed it with Dina Wakley's buff. I don't have that, but I have the Basics Liquitex Unbleached Titanium. So I thought I would use that and to mix it into kind of a color for faces. And it actually, once you get it mixed, it does make a good, it makes a good face color. And then watering it down to make it runny. Okay, so I think I can feel already the Golden's matte medium is flat. And then the gel matte medium I used had just a little bit of a more slick feeling to it. So you decide, you know, what kind you want to use. Okay, so she got hers really wet because what she wanted to do, she wasn't really coloring in the face. She just wanted to do a drippy design. So I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to get it really wet. And then she just kind of went across the top. And then Maybe that was too wet here. Yeah, I usually use the matte medium, but I'm glad I tried the gel medium because I liked the smooth feel it had. I think it would be good for coating stuff. So she just kind of did this. Just let the color kind of drip down the face. Just to give it kind of a wash. Just a little bit of a wash of color. Okay, so see how, I don't know if you can see it that good, but it just kind of, see how it just kind of has that wash of color going down? I'll do a couple more layers, but what I also did with this was I did wipe away like around the eyes and mouth and stuff where I was going to add other color. There. All right, so let's, and then you can add, I mean, if anybody knows what other colors are good to have in like a skin, is it a dash of green or something to make it look more real? I'm trying to get the, I don't want it too pinky. Should I add a dot of green? I'll do that on the last layer. Let me spray this down. Okay, so just let the color wash down. So yeah, so this is just, you're getting kind of a watercolor effect. Green and blue. Okay. All right, and then yeah, I want to keep the eyes so I can add a little color. You can always blot a little bit. I'm going to add, all right, this was a cool green. It's a little bit of olive green. I think I'm going to add a dot. Okay. Hi to anybody that came in. Once I start arting, I don't really keep up with chat. So if people have questions, the mods, anybody in the group will be happy to answer questions. I don't want to put too much green. All right. Yeah, that gets some of the pink out. That works good. All right, so again, put a little bit just up by your hairline, maybe around your nose. Just lightly brush it around and then spray it and let it kind of drip. See, just let it drip down. And I think at one point too, I dried it and then maybe added some more color. I don't want it too splotchy. All right, let's dry this. Sorry, guys, that's right. The light's right there. Let's see here. So just play around with it till you like. But don't worry about getting too much or too little. It's just how you want it to look. Let me dry this and see how it is. There, that takes some of the glare out. You can see the color a little bit. So you're going for that kind of mottled watercolor look. You can try to keep the eyes clear so you can go in and paint the eyes. So this really doesn't take too long. Oh, wow, Kim, you did get a lot done. It was a good day to do it. I got a lot done this morning before I came on. Okay, so that's pretty dry. You know what I'm going to do too? I want to cut off the, I'm going to cut off the extra paper because that's kind of bugging me. Judy, my robot does cough up fur balls. I run my robot almost, or I could run it almost every day because of my dog. Not me. I was up early today. I got up, watched Mary, cleaned my kitchen, did some wash, took a shower. You do yours 3 times a week, Kmart? Yeah. Do you have any pets or? Oh, you're lucky. Oh, don't feel bad, Janet. I'm usually dragging myself up trying to get here by 10. I don't know, for some reason I got up early. I just had to take advantage of it. I figured I'd get some stuff done. That way I wouldn't have to feel guilty about streaming. Because I didn't do too much yesterday. Oh, you went to bed at 8? Yeah, that's early. I was getting to bed earlier, but now my son's back. His hockey season's over. So I don't try to wait up for him, but I usually don't fall asleep till after he's home. So then he's home about 11:15, so that wasn't bad. So I slept from probably 11 to 7. Oh, you were up late, CB. What were you doing until 1:30, CB? There. That looks better. See, that's how it is at our house. Oh, you just didn't go to sleep till 1:30. Okay. Yeah, Kmore, that's how it is here. My husband's up like at 10 to 5 every day. I tried to do it for a while, and he finally, just this past week, is letting me sleep in. Because I was like, no, wake me up. I'll get up with the dog. And I ended up falling back to sleep. So it's better if I can sleep a little bit longer. And then I can get up at 7 or 8 or whatever. See, I want to be a morning person because I think the morning is pretty. So hopefully now with the time change and the sun coming up earlier, I might be able to do that. Okay, so let's work on her hair. And then we'll go in and do some detail on the face, and then we're done. I mean, it's a really easy thing to do. Now she used the Cheddar Dina Wakley, which I don't have for blonde hair. I think I'm going to do more of a brownish hair, maybe a brownish red. So here's some Sedona. Yeah, and I'm a night person, so I could stay up at night. Hey, Mitzi. I'd love to. I could stay up at night getting stuff done. I'm wide awake, but then on the weekends I'm sleeping in, and my husband still gets up early. So I'd like to be up with him on the weekends. So, all right, let's get some. Maybe a little burnt sienna for the hair. Yeah, let's do burnt sienna and then put the buff in there and mix it and see how that comes out. Here's my buff. All right. Okay, so, all right. All right, so this I don't want so washed out with the buff. So let's add more of the burnt sienna. All right, let's put some water in here to thin it out a bit. Okay, and these are just really cheap brushes, so don't worry, I'm not ruining any good brushes doing this. I think I want it a little bit darker even. Here's burnt umber. Oh, that's a bummer, CB. CB's power went out for a sec. All right. So the key is to find the color you want and then make the acrylics really watery to just kind of drip down the page. Is Dorothy leaving? Oh, okay, Dorothy. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, this looks like a good hair color here. Looks kind of gross on the mat, but it'll be good once it's on the page. It'll thin out. Okay, so here you want to be careful with the face. So what I did, I just put it across here. And then I'm going to put a towel. Let me get a clean towel. What are you mixing? Okay, I was mixing, I had this Sedona color, the Dina Wakley Sedona, the Titan Buff or Bleached Titanium, Burnt Umber, and to make it a little bit darker, I used Burnt Umber, and then this one was Burnt Sienna. So Sedona, Burnt Sienna, Burnt Umber, and some unbleached titanium. All right, so here, when you want it to drip, kind of put it off to the side at an angle so it doesn't go down the face too much. And then let it just run. See, I should have put it more off to the side. Here. All right, and then just let this run down. There. And you can just take, here, just take water on your brush and kind of let it go down. Let it go down where you want it, and then put a bunch of water on. And then just let it okay. And the good thing is, if you do get it on the face, we've used matte medium, and the acrylic paint is already dry underneath. So that shouldn't wipe off too much. And then just keep adding. Here, let me want to get more paint down here because that's all her hair back here. Let's put a little bit of paint here and a little bit of paint here. And then tons of water. All right, I'm going to take another brush with clean water and just try to just wash it around where you want it. And then if you get brown, if the face gets too dark, wipe it off before it dries. Okay. And then if just blot off where there's too much or move it around. Okay. All right, let's dry this so we can set it, and then we can put some more details on the face. All right. Where's my heat gun? Here we go. And you can keep layering. I mean, you can dry it and then go back and put more layers on it. I'll take the paper off. That's kind of wet. Thanks, Eileen. Yeah, it's fun, Brenda. It's easy. Just watered down acrylic paints. So you're making an acrylic wash, basically. Oh, poor Colleen. Did you DM her or did you call her, Eileen? Oh, you tweeted. She's usually up by now, though. Poor Judy keeps getting thrown in jail. Did you tell her I've been on for hours? I've been up for hours. Okay. All right, so now the acrylic's set, so at least you've got some color here. You can make it darker if you want. You can add some shading, whatever you want to do. I kind of like how it looks. Like this. So I think I'm gonna do the eyes, add some pink to the cheeks, the lips, and then we're done. Okay, so all right, let me try not to get so much paint out. Joan, she should be up. She wanted me to do this technique. All right. Let me add some white. Okay, so I've been picking up some of these yeah, you know what? I like Genius paints in the tubes, in these little bottles. The tubes, they're, I don't know, but I like them in the bottles because you can put out just a tiny bit. Okay, so I've also been getting some of the Master's Touch at Hobby Lobby. They're acrylic paints because I find the colors are just a little bit different than Liquitex and the Blick and everything. So when I see a color I like, I've been grabbing them. And they're white. This white is called, oh, that's dark titanium. There's another one. Where is it? Oh, here. Milky White. Morning, Colleen. Okay, Milky White, it's just kind of, it's soft. It's still really white, but it's not bright white. It's kind of like a soft white. So maybe it has a little pink in it. I'm not sure. So yeah, so I mix a little bit of that, which that's going to be way too much, with the blue for the eyes. Here we go. Oops. My brush broke. Yeah, this is just another cheapo. Yeah, when I'm doing stuff like this, I don't use good brushes because I don't. So, all right, so here I just kind of, this was tricky, but actually this is better with the regular matte medium and not the gel matte medium because it's not sitting on top. It's gonna do the color better. So I just kind of put some of the blue in there and then wipe it back. I wiped back too much. All right, let's see. I could go around corners with that brush. Yeah. All right, here. So just keep adding and then wipe back so you can see the black. Because I want the black to stay kind of bright, but I want some of that blue for her eyes. Let me get a smaller brush. Oh, Colleen, you were up till 3:30? What were you doing until 3:30? You're crazy. Oh, okay. Oh, you finished the book for Wonderlust? Oh, I can't wait to see it. Did you post it yet? No, I cannot. If I see, that's the thing. I try not to start art projects at night because once I get started, I don't want to stop. So I understand why you stayed up. I've done that before. I get started and then you don't want to quit. I know, I hate stopping too once I start. That's why I try not to start something new after dinner. But I don't care if my husband's out of town, I don't care. I'll start because then I don't care if I'm up all night. I can sleep late. But if he's in town, I kind of like to keep more normal hours. And he goes in spurts. I mean, there's times where he's, I don't hardly see him for a month, and then there's times where he's home, so I like to be around when he's home. I know you're probably thinking, how many times is she going to wipe that blue off? There. All right. Let me dry that. Oh my gosh, how many? You'll have to share the list, Colleen. I want to see the classes that you want to take. Oh, Colleen. I can look at the list now, Eileen, because I can't sign up for anything now because I don't have time to take any more classes. But after starting in July, I'll be home for a couple of weeks in May. We'll be gone a lot of June, but starting in July, I'll be home. Busy with stuff. I didn't know if she was going to do it this year. Morning, Joycey. Yeah, but I want to wait till I know I'm going to do them. Otherwise, I'll forget about them and I'll never do them. But I'll keep a list and then look at them, in July and sign up for some more stuff. Okay, now I'm going to add the white. Oh, no, that's not white. Where's my white? And I think I want to do just a bright white for the whites of the eyes. Okay. Oh, here, let me get a clean brush. Teeny tiny. I love these little teeny tiny brushes I got. Again. Okay, Tony Burke. That's who you guys were talking about yesterday. I'll have to look her up. You want to put a link up for her? Okay, definitely put in the whites of the eyes because it does make them pop out from the face, because the face color does go through the eyes when it trickles down. In the white, I didn't water down. I'm leaving the white full strength. A little bit more white on the eyes. Okay, there's the link for Tony Burt if anyone wants to go check out her art. She's from Australia. Okay, so Colleen, you can go back and watch the video to see the whole process, but when I'm done with the girl, I'm going to try it on black paper because there's, you get tissue with a white outline. I'm going to see how much that shows up on black paper. So that'll give you an idea of how to do it. Okay, let me set her eyes because I do like how those turned out. Yeah, I found a lot of new people to follow on Instagram. Ooh, charcoal animal class would be fun. Is that her or is that somebody else? My daughter does beautiful charcoals. I don't know how much art she's done lately, but when she was younger, she's got some gorgeous charcoals that she did. All right, so let's do the cheeks. Now here's what I did. All right, let's do a little bit of red. This is ruby. And I just mixed the ruby with a bunch of white for the cheek color. And I pulled in a little bit of the face color too. Hey Vaughn, good morning. Oh shoot, you can't see her. There. So yeah, I just put some ruby, mixed it with the white, and pulled in some of the face color. So it kind of all comes together. Hey Vaughn, how are you doing today? All right, let's water the pink down so it's really watery. All right, I want the pink really, really watery. All right. And just put some. Yeah, so really water down that pink. Because you can just keep layering it till you get enough on. Because when I did it in the class on, I just kind of blend it with my finger. When I did it in the class on Sunday, it started out too pink and I had to pull a lot of it back. You just want a hint. Let's do a little bit over here. So just a little bit of rosy cheeks. Okay, so the that Wonderlust class over the weekend was open to anybody. Because there were ladies in my class that had watched it. No, the paint has to be watered down because the technique she was using was when we got to class, she said, "Oh, we're going to do watercolor. We're going to watercolor with acrylic." So what it is, it's that we've all done it. It's just basically a watercolor or an acrylic wash. So it makes it look more like watercolor than acrylic. Yeah, there's up to after 12 with body spasms. Oh, you take it easy, Vaughn. That is not fun. You take it easy. Now, when that happens, is there any is there anything where you can kind of focus on to kind of keep your mind off it, or you just got to work through it? Okay, so there, she's got just a little pink on her cheek. So you decide like how much pink you want her to have. Oh, the arc, Colleen. The arc that you got from Staples, but you got it through Amazon. It was cheaper. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a dot of the red down so I can do her lips, soften it up with the pink, and just do a little bit. Just a little wash of red. Oh, Galena and Julie just stopped in to visit. Oh, I missed them. Thanks, Teresa. I missed them. Okay, so that's pretty much done. And then I went back in with some of the this rosy color to do some shading. So I'll put some of that down. All right. So I went in with the rosy, dragged it in with some of the peach. And I used that like down by her neck and stuff for some shading. And with that, I just kept like putting it on and then dotting it off, just putting a little definition around her chin. And you could probably do maybe a little bit on the nose.
From
Kevin?
John.
Kevin? Do you have a dentist appointment?
Call from John.
Get over, just be on your way.
I can't.
Why?
I have pee.
Well, then you better call.
I will.
Because they just called now. That's up to you. Yeah. How was AJ?
It was good. Really good.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
I know.
Call the dentist now. You got to keep track of this. You got to keep track of this. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Kevin, she called my cell phone too. You better call. She called my cell phone too.
I know. I'm going to.
Now.
I know.
Okay, sorry about that. Missed dentist appointment. Yeah, no kidding, Vaughn. How old is Max? Okay, Kathy's mixing. What am I mixing? Don't know why she is. Okay. Kevin turned 18 in November. And just gotta write that stuff down so you don't check it every day. That's the thing. All right, so yeah, so I put a little bit, maybe put a little bit around her nose. Yeah, I am mixing paint color. Well, because they showed me how on Sunday she was showing me how to make showing the class how to do face color because she didn't have paints that were face color. Well, I have a daughter and who's 32 and my son's 18, so I've got both. I do know they eventually get there. Yeah, they need to, accept they call me when he doesn't show up. I mean, I didn't mind calling last week when he got called up to the Sioux to play hockey and got up at 6 a.m. to get there and everything. And, I rescheduled it for him because I didn't want him on the phone while he was driving, but he's home this week. He should have remembered, but he can deal with them. I'm not calling. He can call and tell him why he didn't make it. I don't mind doing it if there's an emergency, but if you just forget, and he did, I mean, it's not like he was sleeping in. He just got home. He had a hockey lesson and he has to go to training, but he should, if he has a conflict, he needs to fix it, right? Okay, so here's where I kind of go back in. That's too dark. I won't go back in. If you want to go back in and change the color, you can with your finger. I think I'm just going to leave this alone, though. But yeah, when you watch the video, Colleen, she gives a good mix for face color. Morning, Vicky. Everybody's up early. Yeah, and it's been good. I mean, he was away from home for, 6 months playing hockey and had to take care of all that stuff on his own. So he can do it when he's here too, right? No, that's not good. No, nobody gets treated like a baby here. And he's good. I mean, he's good. He works hard and everything, but it's just, they just got to get used to, keeping track of everything. Okay, that's good. He just texted me. He got the text. He got the dentist handled. He's going to work out around 11:40. Then he's going out late. Okay, so he took care of it. Kevin, when'd you go to the dentist?
What?
When'd you go?
Next week, next Tuesday.
Write it down. Don't forget.
I will.
You've got to check it every day. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me know when you go to Malik's.
What?
Let me know when you leave for Malik, or let me know when you leave for V and when you leave for Malik.
I will text you.
All right. Okay. All right. We're done there. Okay. So I'm going to put this aside for now. I'm going to try the white outline on the black paper and see what happens. Oh, see, that would drive me crazy, Colleen. I couldn't marry somebody that couldn't take care of themselves. That's why I wanted to make sure all my kids are independent and can take care of themselves. All right. All right, let me get my black Diane Reeves out. Yeah, don't marry a baby. That's right. So now this is funny. Now my poor Kevin, everybody keeps track of him. Now my husband just texted him. Apparently you missed your dentist. Well, he can let him know it's all taken care of. All right. So here's my black Diane Reevesley. Here's that thing we did for Wanderlust. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to put a piece of paper over here. I'm going to put duct tape over these staples so they don't mess up the other pages. All right, so let's see. Okay, this might work. Let's see what happens when we... Is that side brighter? Good boy. He told his dad, he said it was his fault. He overscheduled and he took care of it. So good. We're getting there. All right. Which side? Is one side brighter than the other? I think they're both about the same. There. All right. Okay, so let's put down, let's do the matte medium. All right, here's my matte medium brushes. Oops. Okay, I'm really curious. I'm hoping that the tissue disappears and the white outline stays on. Oh, let me put some jelly paper. All right. All right, and then I put oh, that's hard. If she's only 5 minutes from his mom. All right, I'm putting some matte medium on the back because I hope this goes clear. We'll see what happens. You shall see. It's not disappearing as much as I would hope. Oh, maybe. Let's see. Let's soak it with matte medium and see what happens. Yeah, not too bad. It's disappearing pretty good. Can't tell if that's like a bubble or if that's just white in the paper. Okay. That's kind of cool. I was hoping it would disappear a little bit more. Let me dry it and see what happens. All right, let's dry it and see if it see if that tissue paper clears up. I can't wait to see the book I'll put together, Vaughn. Okay, so these little white blobs are it's the matte medium. Shoot. Not sure if how well this will work. As it dries, it's kind of turning white. Oh, good, good. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully, you know, see how you feel. It looks okay. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna dry it with the heat gun because it seems like it's starting to turn white. So I'm not really sure why you would use the white unless you had a colored oh, you know what, let me see, let me get a art journal page. Let me get an art journal page that has color, like dark color on it, and see what happens. There. Oh, good idea. I've got matte medium over it though. Let me get another piece. Let me get another piece. Good idea, Colleen. All right. Yeah, I want to get this in my book, darn it. Oh well. This brown page's getting all over. There. Okay, let me try it on another one. Let's keep this one here. Let me go find. Okay, yeah, it's that Daddy Vans. We heard it. Patty Tully Parrish originally used it with tissue paper with stamps to make the tissue paper disappear. But this is the Dina Wakley collage paper. I got it for $5.99 at my local scrapbook store, and you get 20 sheets, 10 with black ink and 10 with white ink. So they're collage. It's collage sheets. Okay, let's try. Let's do a different one. All right, let's do her. I can do her on this side.
Call from Hilton Grant. Call from Hilton Grant.
Robo Killer's supposed to stop those. All right, where's my? Here it is. Okay, let's see what happens. That's the polish. It's unscented beeswax furniture polish. So you just put a little bit on your finger. Okay, there's two sides. This side seems to be more absorbent. Hey, Allie, how are you? Oh, you have this in your cart? Glad you could join us. You sent me a message a while back, didn't you? How have you been? You've been arting? Okay, the purpose of the polish is to, what Patty and Shauna showed us, if you stamp on tissue paper and you put the polish on, it makes the tissue paper invisible. So if you don't want to stamp directly onto your work, you can stamp onto the tissue paper, put the Daddy Vans on, and then collage it onto the to whatever you're working on, and the tissue paper disappears, and you just see the stamp. In fact, let me check over here. So it is kind of disappearing, but probably, I don't know if it'll make it even more sheer. Oh, wait a minute. She didn't use her finger. She had a brush. Just a minute. I don't know. I know you can, oh, thank you, Allie. Allie, what have you been working on? I don't know, Vaughn. That's a good question. I've only tried like using it to scrapbook with on papers that are acrylic that's already in my art journal. Okay, let me, Allie, where are you from again? I can't remember. Tell everybody where you're from. Your English is very good. You type very well in English. Let me go get my brush. Oh, here it is. It's one of these little, oh yeah, I bet you could. You could, yeah, because I put the polish on one side and then the other side should be okay. I don't know if it soaks through. Doesn't look like it's soaking through to the paper. Okay, there, that's better. I knew it wasn't a finger. That would take forever. And now, hopefully I did it on the right side that I was doing before. There, this is better. Yeah, don't use your finger. Yeah, I would have it dry before you glue it down. And the more wax you put on, the clearer it's getting. Yeah, fingers take too long. I knew I was doing something wrong. Yeah, we'd be here all day. We'd all be napping if I did this with my fingers. I wonder if you could use this as a resist with the jelly plate. Instead of Vaseline, it would be thinner. Oh, and I figured out with the, okay, look at that. That's pretty clear. Oh, the wax helps keep alcoholing from your skin. Colleen, how'd you find that out, Colleen? I wonder. Okay, so this does get pretty clear. Yeah. All right. I won't. Okay. You know what I might do with this? I might let it dry and then actually okay, I'll put it over a painted page too. I think what I'll do is we'll let this dry and I'm going to run this through my big Xyron and put it down onto the black sheet of paper. because then, because see how, shoot, I don't want that. I don't want that paint on here. Because then it won't, see how this is getting kind of lumpy because I didn't get the matte medium on really smooth. Once this is dry, I'll put it through my Xyron. Oh, you could. I wonder if that would work. I have some of her, I do have some of her smaller face stamps. It should work. I mean, you can, it should work. And then print it on tissue paper. Oh, I see. Wait, so you get it bigger. Has anybody ever printed with tissue paper? I haven't tried that. Okay, let me get a journal out. Here. I should have. Okay, so if you guys can hear the water, that's just my sump pump outside. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm right next to it. Oh, okay, it doesn't even have to be dark. That works. Because let's compare it to how it looks. Here, let me take this off. Okay, you just need to get it here to a carrier. Okay, so you need to, like what, with washi tape or something? Okay, so you guys have done it before. All right, so, okay, see, there's a big difference. Here it is with it and then without. Scotch tape, okay. Okay, so yeah, so you can the furniture polish does make it clear. So yeah, I bet this would be more clear. See, this would get white and bumpy if we just use the matte medium on it. Now I wonder though if the gel medium, yeah, it does look nice on this color. I might use one of these on here because here's what I picked out for this page. You go, girl. Although she looks so serious. I think she needs somebody to say, you go, girl. Okay, Joan, thanks for coming. Maybe I'll put her over here. Or either way, I could put her here. Once it's dry, I don't think it's going to matter which side it's on. And then put, how about you go, girl? Okay. All right, bye. See you later.
Also,
Yeah.
One, that's the second pair of shoes I got.
Uh-huh.
Do you like?
Yeah.
And then I finally feel comfortable with AJ putting me on the Instagram story today.
Yeah.
And it looks really good.
Oh, cool.
I know I was flying up there today.
Nice. Send it to, what's his name?
Macy,
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Mom.
All right, bye.
Actually, when I passed them out.
Okay, be careful.
Also, the boys lying in the door.
You know what? Let him out.
I'll put her on the
Yeah, leave the garage open then. Okay, he's off to his workout session. Okay. Okay, how about you go, girl? And then we'll put these somewhere. Or should I? She looks so serious though. Should I put like lighten up at the bottom? I'll do something. I'll leave her here to dry. This is the wet side, so I'll leave this here. I'll finish this page up. I'll finish this page up later today. But yeah, this is something, I think I did this background, gosh, with Paula. I think I worked on this background with Paula when she was like, gosh, 6-7 years ago, maybe. Yeah, most of these are, a lot of these backgrounds I think I did watching Paula. Yeah, that's when this is from, Colleen. This was one of my first art journals I did. I think, is it this one? Yeah, this is one of my, I think this is the second art journal I started. Yeah, I miss Paula too. Hopefully she's doing good. I hope she's still arting. Okay, this is one of my first art journal pages I did. This was with that artjournaling.ning. It was doing prompts, and it was cowboys. And this is when I first started tearing papers out of books, and it was so hard for me to tear papers out of books. I figured if I tore something out that had to do with the page, then it was okay. So it was a poem about a horse, and then I just did old cowboy faces. Oh, fun, Kim. How's your mom doing? So yeah, so this is pretty old. This journal's about 8-9 years old, I think. I'll have to go back and look at dates on pictures. But it's just a bunch of backgrounds, and every once in a while I pull it out and work on it. This is, hey Brenda, here's some stuff you sent me. I got this from Brenda. That's when the Diane Reevesley sprays came out. Hey Gilly. See, just lots of backgrounds. A lot of these are sprays. This is the first art journal page I worked along with anybody. This was with Paula. It must have been around Valentine's Day. I call this my Paula Phillips Betsy Johnson page because it kind of looks Betsy Johnson-ish. I like her art. So yeah. So this I just went back in about a year ago and added, this is from Calendars, washi tape. So yeah, so that's why I'm not a person who journals from start. Like I don't open up a book, although I've tried to. I think this one I did. I started with the first page. Oh, you never arted along with her? Yeah, that's how I started. I didn't at first, but one night I'm like, okay, I'm just going to art along. And that was my first page. Okay, this one I did. I thought I'd go start from the beginning, work to the end. and I think I did for a while. This was another prompt from artjournaling.ning. Doodling, which I'll go back and finish sometime. Okay, this is a page that was a mess. And I didn't know what to do with it. And then somebody, maybe it's Patty, who's like, well, just put black on it. So I stenciled it just with black, and that kind of finished it. And I figured evolve for the butterfly, and this page kind of evolved. Here's one I added to recently. I did the dangles when we were dangling a year ago. So yeah, I'll page through these books every once in a while. This was also from artjournaling.ning. You're supposed to put a whole bunch of blots of paints down and then draw. And this is what I saw. I saw a puppy. Yeah, Paula is Journal Artista. She used to stream on Wednesday nights and Saturday nights. And then she has a job now, which cuts into her time. So hopefully she'll come back. I just hope she's still arting. She's a great artist. This, I just painted stripes. Didn't know what to do. Just put the words into Oh Beautiful, America the Beautiful. This is something I cut out when we lived in Texas. It followed me around, and I figured out, that would go with this page. I found this. I'll add this sometime. Yeah, Paula has a really good sense of humor. Okay, another artjournaling.ning. Again, all these apartments, all these houses are poems about the city. Now I can rip anything out of a book, but at first it was really hard, so I figured, okay, if I do city poems, it's okay if I rip it out. All right, there's stamping in here. See, just more backgrounds to work on. This I added to recently. Yeah, a lot of us came from scrapbooking. Hold on, let me go get Jack so he'll stop barking. I'll be right back. Come on, bud. Let's go. Come on down. All right. Yeah, Gilly, I know that's where a lot of paper, stamps, embellishments. Hey, Jean. Yeah. So these are just, there's my Paris page. I did this with napkins. Yeah, that's what you said, Eileen. You never scrapbook. You've always been more of an artist. That's another one. These I cut out. I thought they'd go here. So yeah, one day I should pull this out and work on it. Just get a bunch of stuff out. Thanks, Kim. That's a cool background. Okay, so you started with fabric. Okay, so you were a sewer. Sewer or arted with fabric? There's the Brenda page. This is a thick page. There's tons of glue and stuff on that. This is actually, I cut this out of a coloring book page. Teresa was fabric too. Oh, which, while we're kind of taking a little bit of a break, I should, here, this is stamped. No, this is stenciled tissue paper. But I don't think I put the Daddy Vans on here. I think I just glued it down. This, I think, is scrapbook paper. Okay, let me stop here. Let me show you what Teresa sent me. Buddy, I want to be careful. I don't want to, there. I don't want to get paint on this, but she sent a really pretty card that she made with a nice note. Thank you, Teresa. That's really pretty. It's a beautiful card. And then, let me put this over to the side. Jack, there's no food. Go. Go to your place. Go to your place. There's no food. Go. And then she sent me some floss. Oh, Teresa makes beautiful cards. Floss away. Okay, so I told her I used to do needlepoint before, but all I had were bright colors, and I asked her to send me if she had some neutrals to send. She sent me neutral colors. This is really nice, Teresa. Thank you. I'm going to use these in my Wonderlust book, and I think I may make a couple accordion books now too. And I may start embroidering again because you sent such beautiful linen. I'm going to get my hoops out and start. I think once it's nice, that'll be something fun to do sitting outside in the backyard. Yeah, that's Jack. Are you singing? Go sing. Go, you can go sing. There's no food here. Yeah, it's his woe is me voice. I think what it is, because like when he comes up in the morning, like he goes down with my husband, he gives him his breakfast, he has his treat, he comes back up, and then after a while, he gets his toys out and starts doing that. So I always talk to him. So I think if I'm down here, he doesn't see anybody else, so he must think I'm talking to him. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but I think it's kind of funny that he just comes down here and starts doing that. Okay. Yeah, I've done cross stitch, embroidery. Oh, Teresa, I love it. And this is what I really love. Here's the pieces of linen. Which are gorgeous. I will use these. I will use some of this in my accordion book, and then I'm going to make a couple of bigger accordion books, and then I'm going to do some stitching. Isn't this nice? It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Thank you so much, Teresa. Different colors and textures. I left the tags on so you would know what they were. Thank you. Thank you, because then I'll know. Okay, good. 28. Okay, good. Here's some more. See, these are beautiful.
Call from Blue Cross Blue.
Okay. They can leave a message. And then here's some darker. Oh, this would be nice for something for the fall. Gorgeous. Thank you so much, Teresa. And thank you for putting the tags on too, because then I'll know what size. So yeah, so thanks so much, Teresa. That was really nice of you. I'm glad that you're all settled back and back into doing your art and everything. All right, I'm going to put this away so we don't get any paint on that. Okay, good. Now I can finish. Now I can finish my Wanderlust and paint that, and then start a new accordion book. I love linen. It's pretty. Oh, here, let me put this over here too. Okay, so one day I'll just take this book out one day and we can work in it. Maybe put some more stuff in it, because I would like to have at least one journal that's finished, completely finished. I don't think I have one. So, and there's still a couple blank pages in here. Okay, so here, this is still, that's still wet. All right, I'm going to put this to the side, but I'm going to put, she's going to go in here. She's going to go in here. Where did I get those giant? Okay, this is a Paula. This was a Paula thing. That would be, I got these. The word stickers are from Sticker Nation. Sticker Nation, a big book of subversive stickers too. Paula had this and started using it. And you'll see, I know we did buy them all because I think now if you go on, they're really expensive. I think I got, mine was less than $5. That's why I got a second one, because I liked them so much and I wanted to make sure I had enough words. Paula liked the second one. I bought the first one too, which I think I had to pay $20 for because that one was out of print. But it doesn't, she didn't like the quotes as much. I just bought it for the words. But yeah, you'll see, if you see art journal pages with these big words in them, they probably came from here. Oh, Amazon doesn't have them anymore. Yeah, this is the first one. Sticker Nation, the Big Book of Subversive Stickers, Volume 1 by Srini Kumar. They're both out of print now. Yeah. They were going for a lot of money, but you see, there's still a bunch of words, and I've pieced stuff together. In fact, recently, I just kind of pieced a few things together.
Call from Kira Good.
Who are these people?
Call from Kira Good.
Okay, Tuesday morning must be when everybody makes their phone calls. Ask questions frequently. Let's see. Alter the state. So they're just bad sex sucks. Yes, it does. They're just quotes, like random quotes from, when was this published, do you think? 2000s maybe, because there's some LOLs and stuff in here. I think people had bought them, like you could use them as bumper stickers. Change your mind, choose Slack. Here's a good one, choose Slack. Corporate beer sucks. Corporations or government. So it's just a book of sayings that we've been able to kind of page through, and something will pop out and we'll use it for an art journal page. Or just like sometimes eat more veggies. Sometimes I'll just want a pop of black on a page to finish it off, and I'll just go through here and look for a word to put on the page. Now, the other book has a lot of words like create, inspire, okay, love, live. So you can just go through and cut these words out. So yeah, it's fun. Preach and get paid. Psychiatry is crazy. So yeah, just goofy. They're just a book of goofy sayings that are great for art journaling or mixed media art. And there's some bigger words here. I've used that. My dad's a cop too. Could you let me go? Just once when I was speeding. Luckily, that's the only time I mean, not luckily, but that's the only reason I had to use that. I need to remember about this, but yeah, the first one had more artsy sayings. Accept advice, act abstract. That's a good art one. Agree to disagree. That would be a good art page. Yeah, sometimes too, we've gone through here just to look for inspiration on an art page. Like I could see doing add more fun, agree to disagree. Sometimes you'll page through and just find something that pops out at you that you want to put on a page. Balance your life. So you could do something with this, balance your life. You could do scales or kind of steampunk or something with scales. Which one do you want for your wall, Jean? See here, I just, I cut out words and just use those. Beauty surrounds us. I've used that. Oh, they've got it at Half Price Books. Kmore. Concentrate. Oh yeah, Jean finished her marble painting. It's gorgeous. I want to see it with the frame and everything. I've been seeing more of it too, Eileen. Oh, thanks, Joyce. I know I saw her marbles turned out great. Yeah, I've been seeing more steampunk stuff lately around. It's kind of fun. Jean, do you know what kind of frame you're going to get, or just a plain black, or do you have anything in mind? Dream together. Oh my God, I should cut I should take this out and stick it inside my son's car so he can see it every time he gets in. He'd kill me. That'd be pretty funny though. Drive safer. I could put that right up on his dashboard. And then with a picture of me, that'd be funny. So yeah, so how many people haven't seen the Sticker Nation book before? Anne used to take hers out every once in a while and use it. Yeah, pointing my finger. Drive safer. You're gonna have to pay your own insurance someday. Hope, plan. I've used Hope. There's a lot of hopes in here. I've used those. You have both books, CB, both Sticker Nations. I Love Being Me. That's another one. I Love Excellence. Imagine the Impossible. That's a good art journal. I cracked myself up. Yeah. Oh my God, he'd die. And then like put it in there so he couldn't get it out, and then all of his friends would see it. You're going up again, Brenda? Well, we've had a couple tickets here, so I'm not even going to say what not my insurance, what his insurance is. You have a boy that's under the age of 25 with a couple tickets. It's not good. Just kick back. Yeah, there's steampunk is always around somewhere. Okay, laugh out loud. Nobody owns you. Oh, cool, Colleen. How much was it? When you flip through it, the sayings probably aren't as artsy as the second one, but I just cut the words out. I've like done my own sayings and cut the words out. Okay, Brenda hasn't had a ticket in 20 years, but everyone's going up in July for uninsured. Okay. So we're all going up. I don't want to. Ours doesn't need to go up anymore. For uninsured motorists, I thought we had mandatory insurance in Michigan. I guess people don't do that. Oh, where's my... Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to... find my cursor. Oh, here it is. There, I just had to readjust my other screen, hit live to catch up. Yeah, no fault. Oh yeah, the no fault insurance. Right, that's what I do with the first one. I cut the sayings apart and just make up my own sayings. In fact, the one I used on my finished page this one. I think I might try to piece this one together. Be mindful, be positive, be grateful, be true, be kind. See how much of that I can paste together. Oh, okay. Here we go. Purge junk. We should all have that up where we can see it. Okay, Jean, thanks for stopping in and listening. All right, so yeah, so it's fun. Oh, okay, more good. Okay, so if you want to go to Half Price Books or eBay if you want to find a Sticker Nation. And if you just want to get one, the Sticker Nation 2 probably has more artsy sayings, but you can always cut the other one up and make up your own. Oh, here's one Dee Dee could use, Waiting for UFOs. So yeah, so that's fun. I haven't pulled that out in a while. I'm glad you asked, Kmore. Okay, so I'm going to do one more thing really quick. I'm going to get the black journal out and do one more tissue paper with the gel medium and see if it makes a difference. All right, I'm going to need to put those over here so I don't lose them. It is an illness. Oh, don't say that too loud, Janet. We'll have our friend getting after us. Okay, I'm going to see if the I'm going to see if the gel medium makes a difference. I'll do two girls here, and then I'll do some kind of page with a quote on it or something. But let's see. Okay, so let's put this away. Oh my gosh, I hope somebody streams after me because I've got a mess to clean up. At least give me somebody to distract me while I have to clean up. All right, let's get this. Let me get a clean brush. All right, let's do this. All right, let's do the gel medium. And see if this makes a difference. Ugh, it smells different. This one's kind of smelly. The gold, what I like about the golden stuff, it doesn't smell. This kind of has that plasticky smell, maybe like the Dina Wakley or Diane Reesley paints used to have. Okay, and here we go. All right, I'm going to do the same girl, but looking the other way. And we're going to see if doing it on the other side makes a difference too. Let's really try to get this on smooth and see if that helps too. Make sure it's on smooth and it's not lumpy. And I'd rather have creases than air. So that's okay if there's a few creases. But let's make sure all the air pockets come out. Because I think that made a difference. I think there might have been air pockets over here. Why is this? That was weird. Okay, so make sure you get all the airballs out. I mean, use your fingers if you have to, because otherwise, I think those air pockets turn light. And then I'm going to just leave this. I'm not going to do use a heat gun or anything on it because I don't want it to pucker up at all. And then I'll come back later and see how it dries. Okay, so it might just be for the tissue paper to get it more see-through. The gel medium might work better, but we'll have to see when it dries. But try not... Oh, let me get my acrylic roller because I could... Okay, here's that craft paper. All right, so there's that craft paper, which is also kind of parchment-like. Okay, that did work good. But then it did lift some. Okay, let's put, now that this is dry, yeah, that worked great. It got everything out. Now that this is dry, let's, God, what a mess. Let's try the Daddy Vans over this and see what happens. I'm hoping this dries like this. There's something with the gel medium. It's just a little bit smoother when you're spreading it out, where the matte medium is kind of lumpy. Yeah, that's a difference. Let's see how it is when it dries, though. It's still damp, but I'm going to let this dry on its own and not use the heat gun because I don't want it to get lumpy. She uses parchment paper for her paint palette. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I just used my craft mat. Okay, let's get here. Okay, let's see what happens over here. This is pretty much dry. Oh my God, right, Colleen? Somebody better stream so I have somebody to watch and keep me company while I clean up my mess. Oh, Vicky's a good mess maker. Vicky makes a good mess when she arts. Okay, so I think the important thing with all this is don't get the air bubbles underneath. Okay, I'm going to get another piece of this because this kind of, see, it's hard to tell with this light shining here. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay, I would say when you're using, if you're doing this on black with the white, I would use the gel medium, the gel matte medium, as opposed to regular matte medium. Okay, this is coming back. Some of the white is coming back, but I like how it looks. It almost looks like it was drawn on a chalkboard. I think the matte medium gets too bumpy. And we'll see what happens. See, it's really important to make sure there's no air bubbles. But it has but the Daddy Vans doesn't do. Maybe it makes. I don't know. I don't know if the Daddy Vans makes it different or not. But see, these are all air bubbles in here. Okay. And that's her hair. This isn't an air bubble. I like how this looks. So I would say if you want to do the tissue paper, if you want to do the tissue paper project on black paper, use gel matte medium. Okay, so matte medium, brush strokes, dry thicker. Okay, that's it. So all right, so the gel medium leaves a smoother finish. Unless you put, instead of using a brush, you could use like a credit card or something. That might help. But I think just for this technique, a gel, if you want it to be more smooth, do the gel matte medium. Thanks, Vicki. I didn't know what the difference was between the two. So, I mean, they're both cool. I mean, they're both really cool. I would say just try to get, if you do use a regular matte medium, try to just make sure there's no air bubbles. But I like how this looks. The gel is smoother, yeah. Okay, that's good to know, Vicki. And you've been doing this a long time. Yeah, and use the roller. Take a piece of paper and use the roller to flatten it down to get the air bubbles out. Yeah, I love these little rollers. Did you find the rollers, Colleen? Yes, smooching is a very technical term. Yeah, it does kind of look like a comic strip, like an old comic strip. I think this looks like somebody drew it on a chalkboard. You did find the rollers, Colleen? I love these rollers. The info on the baby roller. Okay, I've been using the baby rollers when I do acrylic, like if I have an art journal page and I want to push back the color, I'll take some ink and I'll roll it. I'll take ink or some acrylic paint, put it on my jelly plate, rub my roller through it, and then rub the roller over what I want to push back. Trying to think. I can't remember what I did a page. Okay, yeah, there's so many of them out there. Oh, manufacturer, brand name. Let me see if I can find the one I bought real quickly. Otherwise, Colleen, can you post the link? Can you post a link if you've got the one you got? Let me see if I can. There's a bunch of them. I think I got a set of 2. There was one that they came in a set of 2. One was an inch. One was an inch and a half. Let me see if I can, let me look on my other screen. Oh my God, this is bad. If I'm putting stuff on my floor because I don't have room, I have a mess. No, you know what? It's a roller for doing something to cars. Let me go to my Amazon account. They're a roller. It's an acrylic rubber. Is it a hard? It's hard, but I think it's acrylic. It's some kind of acrylic. All right, let me go to my orders. All right, search orders. Roller. Okay. All right, here's the brand. Okay, it's called a Lumateco upgraded car audio sound deadening application roller. It's a roller. Or a 2-inch wide rubber roller. Foam roll. Oh, foam. It's not a foam roller. Those are for exercise. It's a. Yes, that's it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones. There's rubber rollers, and then this one was, I think I got a 2-piece set. It's a seam roller for something. Did it come? Was it 2 pieces? Yeah, they're like around $10. And I might have gotten these may come in a set. Oh, so you could use that one for texture. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, they have those things that that's something you could use for texture too. If you need it like on a jelly plate, or you could apply acrylic paint and it would come out with that texture. Okay, so 2 for $11. Yeah, I knew I got a couple, and these came in a set. Yeah, and I'll show you next time. Remind me. I'll show you what I do with it. It's just another layer of color texture on your journal pages or tags or whatever you're making. Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones out there. I use them to mill ink. Okay, that's what, yeah. And they're also good to use on your jelly plate. You can use it on your jelly plate. They're good for small jelly plates. I like using my smaller jelly paint to either put acrylic paint on or ink to stamp on. It's good for that. So there's lots of stuff you could do with it. Okay, guys. So is anybody up? Anybody going to stream next, or does everybody have stuff to do? Yeah, because I've been on about 3 hours. I popped on at 9:30. You're doing, oh, that's not fun, Janet. I gotta finish my wash. Oh, sure, Eileen. Yeah, thanks, Mads, for helping out and posting everything for me. That's a big help. If you're feeling up to it, Vaughn, I don't think anybody's streaming this afternoon. Do what you need to do, and then if you're up for it, just tweet out a message. Oh, you're welcome, Janet. Thank you for modding. I know. Luckily, my husband is in the tax profession, so he just does ours. I don't have to mess with it, but it's not fun. Okay. Is Colleen gonna stream tonight? You're welcome, Gilly. Hope you guys had fun. Hope you learned something. Okay, so Colleen's gonna stream tonight at 6. Oh, I'm glad you could make it too, Jean. It's always fun to have you in chat. Bye, Kim. Bye, Joyce. Bye, Judy. Vicky, are you streaming this afternoon? Okay, so you'll be on at 4. Okay. Okay, Vicky will be on at 4. Colleen will be on at 6. Bye, CB. Oh, you're welcome, AJ. Thanks for coming. Okay, so Vaughn, just if you feel like streaming, just send out a tweet. And if you get tired, don't worry about it. Bye, Debbie. Thanks for watching. Okay, everybody, have a good afternoon. See you later. Oh, Teresa, thanks for coming to the stream, and thanks again for the linen and the floss. I'll put it to good use. Thank you so much. Bye, Kmore. Okay, bye, everybody. Now I can't even find my mouse. It's such a mess here. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, bye, everyone. Thanks again. Bye, Colleen.